Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be debuting the 99 overall Babe Ruth. So I'm doing a voiceover of the game. We are facing off against AJ Burnett. We have Walker Buehler on the mound. We are playing at Yankee Stadium. So the 99 overall Babe Ruth, over 400,000 stubs. I had to sell a lot of cards to get him. I did sold him back after a few games. I just wanted to try him out because after all, he is Babe Ruth, best player of all time, amazing hitter. He was an amazing pitcher as well, so it was super cool to use his 99 overall card. As you guys can see here, we're playing in Yankee Stadium, fitting to have Ruth. So he actually gets a base hit off Walker Buehler with Ichiro. Classic Ichiro hits it to the left side and a left field poop single for him. I really like using Walker Buehler. He does have some good movement on his fastballs, has a knuckle curve. Right there, he hits a hard line out to right field. We are able to make the catch. Now, Babe Ruth is playing in left field. As you guys can see here, he has to run a long way for this ball. He ends up making a great catch. Babe Ruth, I see him do some really good catches, even off the wall. Only has a silver badge for fielding, but he's a pretty good fielding left fielder. Obviously not amazing, but he'll get the routine balls caught every time. Right here, my opponent has a man on second and third. We're not able to block it with Gary Carter. He swings and misses on that third strike. Fortunately for us, Gary Carter is able to block it to get a strikeout. Now we have Honus Wagner here. It's pretty cool to have both him and Babe Ruth, extremely rare cards. Wagner hits it hard to right field, but he makes a play right at the wall. We almost had a line drive home run from Honus. Now here is Babe Ruth's first at bat. I was pretty anxious to get something a hit with Babe Ruth, so unfortunately we swing on a bad pitch there. We foul it off. I let a pretty good pitch go earlier in the at bat. Now here is gonna throw a low pitch. I chase it. I was looking to golf it up, potentially get a home run off of a low pitch, but we ground it up. We got over it. Babe Ruth is out for his first at bat. Now right here we throw a nice pitch in the corner, down and away. Babe Ruth is going to make the play in left, routine fly ball. He had quite a lot of balls hit in his direction in this game. So here we are with 2 outs in the second. My opponent's going to hit it hard to center field, but we have Willie Mays up center. He's not going to miss any balls hit right to him. Now here is Polar Bear. Pete Alonso hits a line drive into right field, and he's almost out at first base. Fortunately, he does get there quickly enough. Next at bat, Willie Mays. Nobody out. We're looking to build on that leadoff hit from Pete Alonso and get some runners in scoring position. The next pitch, we're able to drive it hard into left field, but unfortunately that's going to die shallow enough that Pete Alonso can't move from first base. It wasn't even hit to the warning track. Allowed out for Willie Mays. So next up we have Cody Bellinger. I really enjoyed his combo of having Mays and Belly back to back. Bellinger is going to hit it hard into the gap into right center field. It is unfortunately not enough to score. Pete Alonso was hit hard, but Alonso only has 47 speed. So we now have runners at first and so we now have runners at second and third. Alex Bregman is going to get jammed on that one. He is going to make a nice play at the wall. I had the runners going just in case it was going to land fair, but unfortunately for us, it isn't out. Gary Carter is going to step up, one of my favorite catchers used all year. He's going to drive a fastball right up the middle. He's going to get a 2 RBI single. Gary Carter coming in clutch gives us a 2-0 lead. Now here we are in the third inning, pitching with Walker Buehler. We throw a ball right in the middle of the plate on Ichiro. Fortunately for us, he does ground out to Alomar at second base. It's a pretty dangerous pitch right there to throw to him. Now he's going to get a ball into the right side. Unfortunately, Alomar just can't get quite far enough to get that ground ball. He dove, he missed it. Next up at bat is Frank Thomas, the big hurt. Always a danger. I hate facing him because he always seems to do damage. Him, Ken Griffey Jr., just some of these cards that are pretty dangerous. Here he's going to steal second base. A good throw by Gary Carter, but he had a good jump. We're up 0-2 on Frank Thomas, and we are able to get him to line out. A hard line out to second base. Alomar is going to make the play. We're out of the inning, still up 2-0. Now right here, Honus Wagner is going to drive a ball to the right side. It's going to be a single for Honus. So we have 96 speed on first base. We're looking to capitalize on any chance we have. Babe Ruth is coming in for his second at-bat of the game. And there I get a horrible swing. I chased the ball inside. He actually stepped on first base as he got it. It almost went by a first baseman, but unfortunately, Babe Ruth is out. We do move Honus at second base. Now we chase the ball up in the zone from Alonso. He barely gets to it with his center fielder, so could have had a lot of momentum from that inning. We do not. He gets a hard hit ball to the right side opposite field. It's going to be a loud single as Cody Bellinger is able to bring that in quickly. He now has Max Muncy, a big power bat. We dot a slider in the bottom inside corner against Muncy. Up 0-2, runner on first and nobody out. He's going to hit it up the middle. Wagner just can't get to it. Fortunately for us, it is only first and second. We actually almost get him at second base with that throw from behind the runner. Now here he has Aaron Hicks, who's going to hit an absolute missile to right field. Bellinger is able to make the play, a good throw. And we're able to keep it first and second. Now one out here, bases loaded. He's going to hit it hard to right field, get a single. And he's going to get one run back. So it's now a 2-1 game. Facing off now against his pitcher, AJ Burnett. He's going to try to double suicide squeeze. He's going to try suicide squeeze, steal the base and bunt with his pitcher. Pete Alonso catches it. He pops it up. We caught a big break there. Now, next up at bat, stepping in the bottom of the fourth, Willie Mays. And Willie Mays hits a lining missile into right field, just over the right field wall. Willie Mays gets a home run there to make it 3-1. The best card in the game, my opinion, has not changed since I got him. He's been incredible offensively and defensively. Here, Cody Bellinger, we get a good swing on a ball, but unfortunately we just got a bit late on it, jammed it. Facing off here against Burnett is Alex Bregman. He's going to pop in a bloop into right field. He's going to get a single into right field. So we have Alex Bregman at first. One down, Gary Carter stepping in at the plate. We're going to take a close ball right there. It's one thing I'm trying to be more patient because I find that a lot of times I'm anxious on pitches. Gary Carter is going to hit it the opposite way into right field. Gary Carter gets his second base hit of the game. And it is now first and second. Although we do have Walker Buehler, our pitcher, at bat. He's actually going to hit it to second base to induce a ground ball. Almost a double play. Unfortunately for us, he does throw it away from his first baseman. So we have runners at the corners with 2 outs and Roberto Alomar at bat. But I'm anxious. I swing at the first pitch and it almost drops into center field. But his second baseman makes a very good play. So here we are at the top of the fifth with 2 outs. He's going to pitch low in the zone. He's going to hit it to center field. Willie Mays is going to make the play. That was hit hard, but right to him. Now we are in the bottom of the fifth. Babe Ruth hits a missile to the right side, but his first baseman was right there. We get a good contact with 99 Babe Ruth. No base hit to show, but at least we've been hitting the ball hard. Right here we ground out with Pete Alonso. Got on top of that ball and just can't get anything going in that inning. Now here we are moving up to the top of the sixth. We still have Walker Buehler. He'd been pitching pretty good. 72 pitches at the moment. We throw an absolute dot down and away. And Aaron Hicks gets a good swing on that one in his home ballpark. Switch hitting power. And Hicks ties the game at 3. Moving up to the top of the seventh, we are bringing in Roberto Osuna, one of my favorite relievers to use all year. Even though he's only an 86, I find he plays above his attributes. He gets a ground ball there to Pete Alonso at first to induce the first out of the inning. So we do have to face Ichiro Suzuki, try to bait him with a cutter up and away. Catches a bit too much of the zone there, but fortunately for us, he does not make contact. Second try to get him out there. He hits a hard ground ball. Honus Wagner at short is going to make a fantastic play. He has a lot of range over there at short with his diamond badge. Now here we have Christian Yelich in the bottom of the 7th as a pitch hitter. He's going to get jammed. I chase the ball inside, but he's actually going to fall. It's going to be a bloop single, so a lucky hit there for Christian Yelich. We have him at first base. Roberto Alomar is next at bat, and with down 0-2, we're going to swing at a pitch that was outside the zone. This one is not going to fall. Second baseman is going to make the play, and unfortunately for us, it is now 2 outs. We can't get anything going that inning. Moving up to the top of the 8th here, we get a ground ball hit to second base to get a quick out in the inning. 1-2 with 2 outs. Here we go with the slider. He hits it hard, but Alomar at second makes the play. Moving up to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied 3-3. So right here, I know Babe Ruth is coming up. I'm looking to do some damage with Babe Ruth, and here he goes, the great Bambino. Babe Ruth hits a clutch home run in the bottom of the 9th. A no-doubter at Yankee Stadium. Here is a replay of Babe Ruth absolutely demolishing that ball up in the New York sky. Look at that animation of him running. That was absolutely beautiful. He puts his hand up in the air in celebration. So at this point, we have a 4-3 lead heading into the top of the 9th. I bring in 99 finest Josh Hader, one of my better relievers, to close it out. We get him to jam there on that swing. Fastball came inside. It was supposed to be up and away. We miss our spot once again. Fortunately for us, Aaron Hicks is going to swing through it. Hicks is the player that tied the game earlier for my opponent. Honus Wagner makes an insane play at shortstop there, diving to prevent a single. We have 1 out. We're 2 outs away from winning the game. But my opponent was not going to go down easily. Right here, we hits it hard under the right, hard to the left side. It actually goes foul. Second try with that slider, and absolute dot. Here he has Jeff McNeil, his finest card. Now we get him to go inside. We do miss with that fastball. Now we're throwing a 2-seamer down and in, and he actually is able to golf that into center field for a bloop single. I mean, that ball was almost at his shins. It was out of the zone, down and in. Next up, he does have Yasmani Grandal, switch hitting catcher with a lot of power. We missed with a couple of breaking balls away. I was a bit nervous at this point, just trying to close it off with Hader. He's going to hit it hard all the way to the wall. Cody Bellinger makes a fantastic running play. So we have a man on first. We have 2 outs. We're 1 out away from winning the game. We're facing off against Bo Bichette. He actually put him in as a pinch hitter. We throw a fastball down and away. He actually hits it hard to the right field, and Cody Bellinger, even with a dive, can't get to it. Just like that, my opponent ties the game at 4. He barely gets in at home plate. And just unfortunate, I thought it was a very good 2-seam fastball. It was out of the zone, down and away. He had a fantastic swing on that one to get a hit with Bo Bichette. So moving up, we are moving up to the top of the 9th with 2 outs here. We put in Trevor Hoffman to try to close it off. We now have Trevor Hoffman out of the bullpen just to get that last 3rd out. Maybe I should have went to him sooner when I was struggling with Hader, but wanted to try to close it out with him. Right here, we get Fernando Tatis Jr. to strike out, heading into extra innings. Right here, Alex Bregman in the bottom of the 9th absolutely demolishes that ball, gets a hard swing, but it dies just short of a home run right at the warning track. I mean, 10 feet more and that game was over. Now, Nolan Arenado facing Trevor Hoffman here in the top of the 10th. We blow a 100-mile-an-hour fastball by him. Now we float a breaking ball. He actually misses it. Although the next pitch here he does not. A slider that stays in the middle of the zone. And Nolan Arenado crushes it to left field. My opponent makes us pay on a bad pitch there, and he takes the lead. Unfortunately for us, that was it. We're not able to come back. Babe Ruth here in the bottom of the 10th hits it hard but right to his right fielder. There, and that was the game. Now I was happy to get a home run with Babe Ruth, to use his 99 overall card. Pretty cool to do it at Yankee Stadium. So do leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe if you're new for more content. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.